There are many haunted ghost Bachelors Grove Cemetery stories and eerie tales and legends told about this abandoned cemetery than any other place in the Chicago. It is located on the edge of the Rubio Woods Forest Preserve, near the suburb of Midlothian, Illinois. This haunted cemetery is said to be filled with ghosts. Many tales of paranormal reports of strange phenomena have been collected about the place. But now it is abandoned and in ruin, but still very haunted by the living and the dead. Bachelors Grove Cemetery, near haunted Chicago, said to be the most scariest haunted cemetery in the USA. Bachelors Grove is located in the suburbs of Chicago. It gained its name from the number of single young men buried there during the creation of Illinois-Michigan Canal. The graveyard was taken out of commission in the mid-1960s, but it still maintains its haunted status. The ghost of George Harwell Federman and Janet Lorraine Logan are said to be the most seen ghost in the graveyard, and that their tombstones have been removed to keep people from finding them. They are said to materialize quite solid and real, then just disappear before your eyes. People say the ghost of a child can be heard crying in the evening hours violently, and that many say it sounds too real to mark off as an animal or a hoax. Today, a section of the Cook County Forest Preserve at 143rd Street and Justamare Road bears the name Bachelors Grove in recognition of the early history of the area. The last remaining section of roadway known as Bachelors Grove Road, which ran between 135th Street and 143rd Street, was closed in December 1994. Cook County and the Forest Preserve District have followed through with their intended removal of the road, and another reminder of this piece of local history will completely disappear in time. The following was written by Brad L. Bettenhausen, president of the Tinley Park Historical Society. The settlement at Bachelors Grove began as early as the late 1820s, with larger numbers of immigrants arriving in the 1830s and 1840s. The initial settlers were generally American Yankees of English, Irish, and Scottish descent, most of whom came here from New York, Vermont, and Connecticut. The second wave of settlers arriving from Europe, primarily of Germanic origin, began in the late 1840s and became the predominant nationality for immigrants to the area for better than the next 50 years. Ghost photos of actual solid apparitions are common, and even glowing balls of light appear in the trees in broad daylight. Unexplained audible ghost sounds. EVPs have been recorded in many and in the German language. There have been no burials here for years. But ask any ghost investigator where to go to find an actual ghost or real hauntings in Chicago. Bachelors Grove will be number one on their haunted cemetery list. Access to the cemetery is gained by way of a narrow road. The cemetery is not open to the public or appears on any haunted cemetery tour. Many visitors, investigators to the area have reported seeing a phantom ghost farmhouse that seems to appear and disappear at random. The house is always described in the same way, as a white house with porch pillars, a swing and a soft light burning in the window, but it is never reported in the same place. As witnesses approach the house, it always disappears. A number of completely independent witnesses have reported the house, not realizing that it was unnatural until it vanished, and all of them have pointed to different locations when they spotted it. The house has been reported during both daylight hours and at night, but historical files show no record of a house ever existing here. Favorite dumping ground for Chicago gangsters during the years of Prohibition. A number of bodies were said to have been found here. Even the turnpike near Bachelors Grove is said to be really haunted. For a number of years, witnesses have reported many a phantom car that always disappear along this road. Visitors to the cemetery are advised to go there at their own risk. Bachelors Grove Cemetery has often been called the most haunted graveyard in the Chicago area.